Hello, Aries. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aries is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, all right? And if there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aries, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And this is the Eight of Swords. That's going to be our starting point. All right. So that might be where we are. That's not where we will end up. Okay. So that's a good thing, because the Eight of Swords is kind of, this is about action that we need to take. This is something that we need to decide on. This is a direction that we need to find, but we're just so wrapped up in the analysis, right? We're just too caught up in the equations that we really can't see the wood for the trees. Okay. Let's put this into some context. It might be a business matter. It might be something health related, right? It's definitely something with a physical, real world, tangible, material component to it. There's the Eight of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Universe here. This is interesting. Starts to maybe think that there is an idea or an issue of health somewhere in your life, okay? And it could be you, could be a loved one. We do have love in the position of the environment, so maybe I hit something there. Maybe it is a loved one that could be ailing, okay? And we've got a Nine of Swords here at the end, okay? And I don't want you to worry about that card, okay? We'll get there when the time comes, okay? But first, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. I'm going to put it here. We'll put Alien, Simon, Mork, Ripley right there on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end. All right, it will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need. Okay? If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction in the comments below. Let's do this together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. Okay? All right, now let's look around at these energies. We've got, major, 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 major. We've got some fire. We've got some water. We've got some air. And we've got some earth. Okay? Now, right away, I want to say that I don't see anything in here that is frightening or that is predicting any kind of loss or injury or illness or death or anything like that. Okay, that's not this kind of reading. We're taking a picture of the energy right now that's surrounding you and your life and what the situation might be and what some options are. Okay, the first thing I see, like we talked about, the Eight of Swords, right? There's something that you are trying to figure out, something that you're trying to decide on, a course of action that you want to take, but we're so wrapped up in the analysis, right? We're so wrapped up in the second guessing, the questioning, the what ifs, right? The ifs, ands, and buts, as they say. And this is really creating a sense of powerlessness, okay? Because when we're wrapped up in all of this is a tangle of thoughts that are just not leading us anywhere, that we can't seem to commit to a particular direction, or maybe we just don't know what to do, or how to do it, or how to help, or how to make a difference here, okay? And this Ten of Pentacles is telling me that this is a physical, material, real world kind of thing. Could be health or wealth, could be fitness or finances, okay? With the other cards that are here, it's kind of telling me that perhaps there is a family member or a loved one, it could be a friend, something, it could be a spouse, who is ailing. There is an injury or an illness already present, right? And it's your wish that they could be restored to wholeness. There's a wish here that you could make everything okay again, right? This Ten of Pentacles. That everything could be everything could be back to being great, all right? Maybe it's a financial thing. Maybe there is, I think for some of you it might be financial. That we're trying to find a way to really bring in this abundance, right? Finding a way to really bring the wealth, right? That's what this card is, health and wealth. Yeah, being full. So it might be that we're running a business, or the company that you work for, trying to figure out the best course of action to bring about this Ten of Pentacles, to bring about this success, this wholeness, this wealth. All right, this is the best outcome. This is the best life scenario with the Ten of Pentacles. So I think you know exactly what you would want ideally in this situation. Either a return to health and well-being, or the success of this business or this project or this endeavor. All right. You know what you want. But I think we're having trouble knowing what to do to get there. Again, with this Eight of Swords, it feels that we're kind of tangled up in choices, in decisions, in information, in data. Right. This is a lot of data coming in, not a lot going out. And with Mercury energy here, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for the right amount of data going out. So it really there's a flow of energy through these three cards in the middle. Through the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and then to the singular one, right? The number one, the first mystery of the tarot, the Magician. So I feel as if there's this desire to act, there's this will to act, there's this eagerness. And to me, it's starting to feel like anxiety, because what does energy do when it has no place to go and can't figure out a direction to go? Well, it's just kind of stewing. It's just kind of tap dancing in place, right? There's this anxiety, this anxiousness, right? That we would love to be able to channel all of this chaos, right, into one laser beam, right? One direct path forward, one magical act that could bring about the wish, that could make everything okay again. And this is what we're after. This is what we want to, this is what we're trying to look toward. And this card is also very much associated with doctors, science, medical science, communication, right? A lot going on here. Because I almost wonder if there is a lot of activity taking place in your life. There is a lot of information being thrown at you. And what you're kind of looking for is just someone to give you the straight scoop, right? Someone to just give you a clear and concise analysis or description of what's going on, right? You just want someone, the doctors or whoever, to just tell you straight what is going on. There's a lot of activity. There's a lot of data being thrown around, right? A lot of words being thrown around. You just want something simple and direct and to the point. Give me the simplified version, right? Distill all that chaos down to one short sentence. What are we talking about here? You wish that someone could clarify all of these eights for you, right? At the same time, like I said, this energy is flowing forward. Makes me think that you are looking for that kind of magical solution, looking for that one thing that you can do that would solve everything. That somehow we could be in this situation, we could be the hero, and we could fix everything. Okay? And we could fix everything. The Hanged Man up here at the top. with the world down here at the bottom. I think whoever it is that we're talking about, I think for a lot of you this is going to be resonating as a loved one that is ailing in some way. Okay, and how we are dealing with that, and how perhaps we feel that we don't have the magical solution, that we have to rely on those experts, professionals, doctors, to solve this problem, that we don't have the answer that this person needs. Now, with the Hanged Man, this is showing me that perhaps this person that you really look up to, someone that you really value, I think that they maybe mean the world to you. Maybe they are your world, right? Family member, a friend, a lover, a parent, or a child. When someone is struggling, we tend to feel powerless about it. Okay, we tend to look for a magical solution because, that person is our world. And we don't want to see anyone suffering, and we certainly don't want to feel that we can't help them. That's the worst kind of feeling. Someone is suffering, and there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. And I think we can also look at this in the more business or financial way as well. Okay. If our work is ailing, if our business is ailing, we want the magic solution, right? We want to find this magic pill that's going to fix everything, the magical idea that is going to bring about this success, right? And the money will start flowing in. Because this is our world. This is our world. And we don't want to see our business suffering because we suffer thereby, right? So it really, for some of you, it's going to be resonating more that way. However this is resonating, we've got to try to do something with these eights. Because this is that frustrating powerlessness that is really kind of eating away at you. And I think that's what the Nine of Swords is here at the end. And this could either be a release of that, or this thing's going to continue to eat at us, right? Because maybe the solution is built into some of these cards. Maybe, we'll get to the solution. I think the solution is in the major arcana. All right. But first, we're going to shift over to the path of the serpent. And as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Doesn't cost you anything. All right. It's free. Hit the like button. Leave a comment for me. I would love to hear from you. Let me know how you're doing. Okay. We've got the Star as the first card here in your general energy. And this again is we're trying to squint into the distance and see what the answer is. Right? We want the sun up close and personal. That sun is the warmth. It's the healing light. Right? The healing energy coming from spirit, coming from the universe. We're trying to get back to that state of health and wealth, that state of wholeness, right? Trying to get back in a practical way to the 10 of Pentacles. And this is almost us wishing on a star, right? Trying to squint and see which star up there can help us. This is one of those feelings, not to get into any kind of, religious discussion, but this is like trying to figure out which god to pray to, which goddess to pray to, right? To make this thing happen. If this is someone who, maybe doesn't believe in that sort of thing, right? And this is just a hypothetical, this is just an analogy. Someone who doesn't believe in that sort of thing, but when it comes down to it, in a moment like this, you're willing to do anything, right? So I feel as if this is us really opening up and it doesn't matter where this help comes from, right? But someone, something, some energy, some force in the universe, please. It's like we're really asking here, okay? Because, as the environment shows, Two of Cups in that position, this is the situation. This is a loved one. This is someone with whom you have a very deep bond. It could be your business, right? Okay, I don't want to rule that out. I know maybe that sounds silly, But for some of you, this is going to be a career or a financial thing. And this is really the bond that we have with that. And it's not only that if this thing doesn't work, that it's going to cause trouble for us personally, like with our finances and bills and stuff. But this is your baby, right? This is your world. We want this to succeed, you know. So there's a lot riding on this, and not just in the physical, material, financial kind of way. There's a deep emotional bond here. Okay, because in some ways, I think you see this as your destiny. It's like, wait a minute, this isn't how things were supposed to go. You know, this isn't what it was supposed to be like. This isn't my path. This isn't my destiny. So we feel that right now things are going wrong in such a way that it threatens to break this destiny, break this bond, right? But I think the key is in the major arcana. And the key is with this Two of Cups, because that bond, this bond of love cannot be broken, no matter what happens, okay? No matter what happens, the love will always be there, right? And it's always something that you will feel. Now, the Three of Pentacles here. This is us. This is something that we really are not wanting. This is kind of the worst feeling that we would have, and this is the understanding of the process of creation on the physical plane. So this is almost the idea that when you understand what's going on, you know what needs to be done, but no one will listen. But you're unable to act because, you know, if you were somehow tied up in this, if you were powerless, but you knew the answer, you would shout it at the top of your lungs. You would never stop screaming the answer, right? But it's almost as if no one was listening. Okay, and this sounds like a pretty serious energy right now. The Three of Pentacles. We know what needs to be done, but it's almost as if no one can hear us. Okay. And that, I think, is the worst feeling, when you know the answer, but you can't, you're trying to shout through that soundproof door or whatever, and people on the other side can't hear you. You know, it almost feels like a dream in a way. But let's talk about the Nine of Swords, because all of this really could be eating at you. But I told you at the beginning of the reading not to worry, because I think that this card is telling us that, look, the situation as it is, the way that you're approaching it, is you're hurting, and I can feel that. There's another way. There's a different approach, and it really is a type of surrender, right? It's a way of getting out of this anxiety, because we got the 8, the 9. This is really hurting you. Okay, more than the situation here, this is adding on to it, right? This is piling on to something that's already difficult. So the major arcana here, what do they advise? Well, the Hanged Man, that advises letting go, surrendering, trusting, right? Trusting to the universe. There's no fire in this card. This is all water. This is yielding. This is water energy that will find its place, that will settle. It will flow down, and it will settle at the bottom of the bowl, and it'll just relax, right? This is relax. And that's this is the bottom of the bowl here with the universe card, right? When we take the star and the universe together, there is another idea here of trust. There's another idea here of, hey, look, you may be looking at this and thinking, oh, hey, we're going off course. Spirit, what are you doing? We're turning the wrong way, right? Spirit knows the right way, right? Spirit knows where we're going, knows how to get there. If we suddenly feel that we've made a sharp right turn, we trust in that. We trust that the star is guiding us properly. Trust in ourselves. It's really all of these things together is a lot of trust. And even with the magician energy, trusting in the experts, right? Trusting in those who know and deal with this, right? Trusting that Trusting that those with the knowledge are implementing that knowledge, are using that wisdom, are applying that in the best way possible, right? And there is no magic pill. There is no magic spell that we can utter that would bring about the complete restoration of our world, of our kingdom. Okay? So a lot of this is about acceptance, about yielding, about trusting. And I think with these, we'll find that a lot of the time, it's our own worries and anxieties that are making this more painful than it needs to be. Now, I know we ended with that 9 of Swords. We're not leaving it there. We have the mystery card still. Okay? But I don't think this is a hopeless situation. I don't think this is just kind of, this is going to just be something unsolvable or unwinnable. No, I think that this is the moment where everything changes for you. And I think that we're getting out of these 8s and 9s, and we will be getting to our 10. I mean, the 10 of Pentacles is right here in the middle. This is the central thing. This is what is in the cards for you, right, so to speak. But it's just, how are we going to allow this into our life? Is it going to be through this kind of struggle and anxiety and worry and pain, suffering? Or are we going to go the path of love and accept the divine energy? This is a lot of major arcana here. A lot of major arcana. Now, I wonder if there is an Aquarius person in your life, maybe that this is affecting as well. But whatever the situation is, the kingdom will be restored to health and wellness, to wealth and stability. But it is going to be not through your action, your force, your decisions, right? Your striving, but through your yielding, through your accepting of love, accepting the universe, accepting the flow, and in a very practical way, not interfering with the work of those experts, right? Of the people that this is their job, this is what they do, they know what they're doing, right? And even in a financial sense, right? Even in a financial sense, leave it to the experts, right? And they will make this as positive an outcome as it can be. Leave it to the doctors, leave it to the accountants, leave it to the people that you've hired to do the work. Stop biting your nails, Trust that everything is going to settle out where it's supposed to be. Take some deep breaths. Okay, let's look at the mystery card now, and let's see what that is. I would like you to use your intuition on this one. What do you feel this is going to be? Is it going to be an Emperor? I don't think the Emperor. I mean, it would be your power card, but it's not your power that we need right now. It could be, it could be perhaps a 9 of Pentacles. It could be a 9 of Cups. Right, showing that things are improving, that there is, that everything is on the road to recovery, let's say, right? But I think we see that already in the major arcana, right? Things are already on the road to recovery here. The Hanged Man talks about healing. The Universe or World card talks about things being whole, things being restored in balance. And the Star card shows the road itself, right? This is the path. This is the destiny. This is the starlight. So we're already on the road to recovery. So what do we need here? I don't know. Let's just look at it, together. It's It's a Page of Pentacles. It's double earth, right? This is earth and earth. To me, this is the restoration. To me, this is someone who is waking up and just feeling like they've got to get used to this place again. You know, this is the curiosity of a child. This is kind of like, waking up and everything is different now, and everything is new. This is almost a new lease on life, right? A new experience of the world, that now there's like a second chance, right? This is earth and earth. So to me, it's almost as if something's being reborn. Something is waking up kind of for the first time again, and everything is new. And it's a new lease on life. Everything is so wonderful. Nothing is taken for granted. Everything is being enjoyed for what it is. This is kind of a thankfulness that it's the thankfulness for that second chance. And now I'm not going to take anything for granted. Now I'm going to enjoy everything and everyone. I'm going to focus on love. I'm going to be love. So this is really good news. This is wonderful confirmation. Wonderful confirmation. A difficult situation, but I think it has a wonderful ending. Okay. We've just got to breathe through it and let it take its course. Let things happen. Let things do what they need to do. Maybe it is an injury or an illness. Sometimes these things get worse before they get better. Okay, but you've got to be a positive force. You've got to be an accepting force. You've got to focus on the love. Right? Bring good vibes. Yeah. And there will be a new lease on things. I like this very much. We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, click on the link in the corner. That will give you access to all of your extended readings. You can cross-watch, check your other placements, sun, moon, rising. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. All right. New Aries readings Mondays and Fridays. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.